Good day, everybody. So this is the Computer Science Zimbabwe. Uh, I'm taking you through SQL Programming. My name is Webster Nidza. So before we dive deep into SQL Programming, um, first, you must have a knowledge of databases. So we have various databases. So in particular, I'll be focusing with relational database systems. So in relational database systems, we have many examples: MySQL, Postgres, Oracle, SQL Server, and others. So on this program, we're going to be focusing on SQL programming, and the database that we will be RDBMS database that we'll be using is MySQL. So in terms of the SQL syntax among all databases, the general there are a bit differences here and there, but the majority of the syntax is just the same. So let us not waste time. So today we'll be focusing on uh, DDL transaction, DMO transaction. So we're going to start from scratch. We're going to create our own database, our own tables. Then we're going to perform a demo transaction upon our created simple database. So to start, we're going to let us create our database. So to create a database is just a simple statement. So because this is actually a practical a practical program. I do not want to get deep into theory of what is a database, what is a table, what is anything. So I assume this the theoretical knowledge you have it. So let us start. So write create database students students this, and then we execute. So if we refresh here, you can see that our database has been created, and there are no tables yet because we haven't created any table yet. So it's just a simple statement: create database students. This is actually the same syntax. Is actually similar to various database systems. So we are going to create a first table which will contain the student details like the KYC of students, like student name, date of birth, and we just keep having a skeleton scenario so that you can actually have a view of the SQL programming. So we're going to say create table students, and we saw the field that a student has, the student table have is we have an ID. We want to have to declare it as int, and want to auto increment. So auto increment, and also act as our primary key. Primary key. So can we say it? Yeah, that's ID. So student ID. Then we have it's student ID. So we're just calling ID. That's the student ID. So we have also a name. Then we want to declare it because these are strings. So we say var car is a variable, the data type, which is var. Uh, so mm, in every, just like in any programming language, we have various data types that are supported in any programming language, as well as in database systems. We have also data types that are supported. We have um, also in different data in RDMS, they also they differ a little bit, but some are just the same. If we have integer, we have um, uh, other others it's number, we have varchar, we have text, we have boolean, any data types that actually is in any programming language. We also some of them we have them. So I've chosen name, the field name, the data type of the field name is varchar. So I set it to contain at least at most, I mean, 200 characters. Then we have surname, uh, surname, we say it varchar as well for 200. Also the same. But this is just an example, so that we can put as many fields as you want, as many fields as we want, date of birth but for just a this is just an example, so that you get this. So I can and here. So to create a table is this just a simple statement: create table with the table name. Then we have uh, the field name like ID, then its data type, and whether it is going to carry a sequence or so of some sort, like auto increment. It's just a inbuilt sequence that you are um, that increment the ID by one. So and we define that the ID is going to be the primary key. So as I said earlier on, we're not explaining the theoretical part of what is a primary key and so on not and so on not and so on not. So we have also another field which is name and carries a data type of varchar with a limit of 200 and also surname. So let's run this. We ran into an error. So this error says no database has been selected. So to solve this error, actually we can do that. Two things we can do. You can actually uh, add behind the student. You can also say students uh, but so it actually shows that we're going to create this object, this table students on table students, or actually we can do um this run as well, and we can actually do this by highlighting. Then oh, not database selected. So if we say, let me copy this one. Okay. uh, so I selected a new query tab, but I violated my database. So if I do this, it is going to run. Ooh, what is happening? No database selected. Select the default. Okay, good. All right. Double clicked it. So to select as it was the is it the this was as the error was just telling us that not database selected the default DB on that this uh to be used by clicking double clicking its name. So I've double clicked its name, so it's in bold. So it indicates that I've also I've selected it. So we've created a table students. If we refresh here, we're going to see that table students is here. So let me create um another tab so to run my quiz. So I'm going to create another table. This table is called we can call it courses, or yeah, let's call it courses. So this will store the courses that a student is taking. So it's same as create um course create table, um course. So on course we have also uh we want to have a course ID. We're going to say it int. um they say auto increment also, which will be the primary key. Then what else do you need? Course name, course ID, then course name, course underscore name. Let's say because it's a name, we say Vaka, can say 50, but I'm using the 200 today. Well, I don't know the reason why, but because so uh then what else do we need? Also, we need so to know that which student is carrying out which course. So as we have said earlier on, we're not going to I'm not going to explain uh, uh, about keys, about type of keys. So on keys, we have also another key, which is a foreign key. So we're going to um, reference this uh, course to students. So we're going to create a foreign key. So we say foreign key. We'll say before we say for, because we need to create also the field that we are create. We have the foreign key. So let's say reg, reg number, reg number of any student. Reg number, we validated it as ID on students here. So this, um, I said it as ID for namesake. Let me, okay, we can say it as ID. Or there will be two IDs, or we can also set reg number, foreign key. Uh, okay, so sorry. So we are creating this another field reg number. So reg number is a int, referring as int, because when we are creating foreign keys, uh, there should be same data type from the parent table to the child table. So they should share the same data type, though the names can be different. Here there's reg number, but in student table we have ID. So we have in an integer. Then we want to create a foreign key. So we say um, we want foreign key uh, reg number, this field reg number, references, uh, students, references. Okay, let me space references students. What we call it student table. So ID. So that's it. Okay, we've finished. So that's actually the syntax. So what we're saying is we created a table course with its primary key ID. So ID is just we're referring to as a course ID, and we have a course name. Then we have reg number of any student, registration number of any student, and we want to create a foreign key that references um, students, the reg number of the student table. So that's how we create foreign key reg number references student ID. So uh, when you're creating foreign keys, the data type should be the same. So if you say you look at reg number, we've declared it as int, and if we look at student ID, we've declared it as int. So the 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 data type should be the same, but the field name can actually be different. As you can as you can see, the reg number also uh, student and ID is different. So let us run this. Oh, what is it saying? You have an we have an error code 1062 along right syntax to use ne ID at line 1. Create table I ne ID. Where is the problem here? Where is the problem? Where is the problem? Where is the problem? Where is the problem? Oh, what's wrong here? What's wrong here? Okay, try this wrong again. So, the problem was only the semicolon. Okay, so these are simple things, but you can actually crack. You can actually crack your head with these things. So we have created a table course. So if we refresh here, we're going to see the course is right here. So let us open another. So we're going to create another table with fees to store the fees which a student is paying. So it's the same statement, create table fees. Want to also ID as int, going to set as primary auto incremental because we don't want to increment primary key. Then we say the fee is actually fees. Maybe we can say the amount. Or did I have a table that wanted to we have to type double? That's all. Then we also want to know which student has paid fees. So the issue of foreign keys also arise here. So we can also create reg number with the same data type as defined foreign table reg number int. Then we create a foreign key. So we say foreign key or field that want to reference reg number references these for students KID. So this is it. We can run this syntax. Wow, we've created a table. So now we have three tables: students, fees, and course. So now we want to perform DML transaction like insert, select, update, and also delete. So that will be actually the focus of this, and also maybe um perform some queries using built-in functions. Yeah, right. So let's just create another. So we're going to insert into the 2D. So when you're inserting in in this database with tables which is foreign keys, so you need to note that of the foreign keys. So in terms of inserting the records, they follow the order. So you cannot insert into a parent, into a child, uh, before you cannot insert into a child before you set into a parent. So you can test that. Let's pick maybe fees. Want to insert uh, into maybe let's say fees. Insert into fees. That's the value of fees with ID. ID with is with ID amount and reg number. So for ID, since we said it's auto incrementing, we do not need to specify it. So we can say amount values, that's amount, and reg number. These are the values that want to be set. Um values are maybe let's say $20, and reg number, maybe the person who can say reg number is one. Once we set, this is going to produce an error because we're trying to insert into a child table before the parent table. So yeah, there's a fatal on with error. So let me okay, what can I do? Okay, at the bottom here, this is the error that we have encountered. Cannot add or update a child row because of a foreign key. Okay, a foreign key constraint fails. Yeah, so you cannot do that. So we need to first insert into student table. So okay, let me insert into student insert. To insert, you just insert uh, into and table name students. Uh, then the field that want to insert. So we have ID, which is auto increment. So we're saying actually to be practical that the student ID for every student is auto generated. So we're not going to insert this value. So we're going to move on to, let me say, to the name and the surname only. So let's say name, then surname. See, so values, the values you can say uh what's the name that I want to input here is the name I want to input is let me say let's say uh, actually which name can I put uh maybe the name of the person is Lord. Let's say it's a name, and the surname is, so in putting the surname we can say Lord Baron. So uh Lord Baron. That's the surname of this person. So if we run this, so it's going to insert successfully. So to insert is the insert into table name, then the value, then the fields, then you say the values. So if you run this, we've inserted successfully. So we have inserted successfully. We can actually test select all from students. Is actually a select statement. Want to view the table that we have inserted. So um, you can actually with this client, you actually highlight the SQL statement that you want to the particular SQL statement that you want to execute, like what I did. Then you run. So we have, as I said, the reg number uh, is auto generated. So Lord Baron name is the name is was assigned the ID one. We can actually insert uh, another 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 student into student name, just the same. Then surname like this. The values it's a bit a Shona name. So the Shona name that we're going to pick is this lady. This lady's name is Shona. Uh, uh, and the SNM is a lady actually Shona. And the SNM is uh, Mazita. His name is Mazita. So uh, Shona Mazita. It's a nice name. So what a nice name. So you can actually highlight this statement and execute. So we have inserted and actually know that the ID for Mazita is actually 2 and has been auto-generated already. So if we select, so we okay, how come we have 3 here? Did we run any insert statement? What 2 rows with 10, okay. 1 row affected. What happened here? Oh, but it should auto increment primary key. So we're supposed to turn uh been auto, yeah, since, yeah, okay, it doesn't matter. Let's set another one and see what is happening here. So I set into students name. I just copy the same. Then the values we want to put uh which name, the boy name, boy name, the Shona boy name. Uh, they say, okay, um, a crazy. Let us pick a crazy name, like what? Ozema. Is it so? Is it a Shona? Is it Shona? Uh, okay. Right. Oh, all right. Ozema. Okay. Ozema. Ozema. So the surname for Ozema can Ozema Ozema Saja, our staple food, our favorite meal. So Ozema Saja. Let me run this. Okay. So let me select. So okay, it's saying 135. The reason for this it's because let me check. There's a variable um mm, show parameter that you define the sequence of the auto increment. So show variables is a parameter within my SQL variables, like, let me say the percent. I just want to see something with increment within the implement within the variables. So okay, cool. Sure. What's happening? Right. So despite having this, because I know that my syntax is correct, so I just ran it, even though, oh, it's because of this. That's why we have this uh red, but my syntax is because of the above query. So which was missing a semicolon. So we say auto increment 2, auto increment offset 1. So that's the reason why we are having an auto increment of like these are odd numbers 1 3. So we start by uh, with the number 1, then it for the next generative sequence it said 2, then 1 plus 2 is 3, then from 3 it had 2, 3 plus 2 is 5. From 5 we're going to have the next generated ID because of this parameter that was that is inserted. We're going to have 7. So if we can actually check that if I'm saying the truth. So we say it said into students, we have name and surname, values. Okay, the name is, want to give its name Hope. It's also another. It is also another Sadza, Hope Sadza. Okay, so we can actually run this query. It is successfully run, and we can actually select. So when actually, as I said all on, we're going to have in 7 as an uh, auto generated ID. So actually, with 4 students, we can actually insert um, into another into another table, which is, we say, course. Um, so course was saying insert into course. What value do we have? We're skipping ID because it is auto generated with course name and reg number. So we want one, the person 1 to course name. We can say HCT, probably 101. Say it. So we're still continuing. Okay. So if I want to insert into course, uh, so student like 1 Lord Baron uh, has been enrolled into ACT 101. So that's when we are uh, when we want to successfully insert into course, because it have a uh, referential constraint or foreign key. So for us to insert into course, um, the reg number must be uh, existing in the parent table, which is student. So in the course table, we don't see Lord Baron, but we see we can identify Lord Baron as with his reg number, which is 1. So we can also actually insert for Lord Baron, uh, which is 1. So what is happening? What the error? What's the error? What's the error? Insert. Okay. All right. There's the syntax error. The syntax insert into course. We have forgotten the the fields. We have what for course. We have course name and reg number. So sorry, that was a biggest big error. Course name and reg number. So and then the values, which are these values. So we can be assured that this query is going to run. So it is successfully run. So we can actually see that if our values is inserted, select or from where? From course. Okay. So with ID, which is auto generate HCT 101 reg number 1. So if this value has been accepted, we can also actually set for multiple people. So for multiple people, which means let me for if they're enrolled in the same course, we can actually create maybe one to say which is the other one is the other student is Shona. Shona want Shona to be enrolled also to HCT 101 Shona. So the ID for Shona is probably what? Let me select from students so that we can actually see what the ID for Shona. Shona ID is 3. So you can see 3 here. And HCT maybe 201. So in course, because this is a car. For with shown at this shown so for Zema, it's doing HTT 201 this course. Then for hope, it's say ACT 401 this course. Let us not forget. Good. Okay. Uh, she's is 7 is ID. So you can actually insert this at the same time. So if you run this successfully, so you can actually select to see. So this we have inserted into course. Then for fees also the same is insert. Okay, I want to small caps insert into fees. So for fees, with these fees with these fields, fees with ID which is auto. So we're not going to waste time inserting into it because which is auto generate. So with amount and reg number. So which indicating which the student which have paid the fees. So we assume that all the students they just paid their fees. So we're going to insert them all at once. Let me see the student reg numbers. Reg numbers. So okay, so insert into so amount then page number. So amount, then page number, the values. Uh, so we can start by Lord Baron. Let's paid $1,000. Lord Baron with his ID is 1. Then going to Shona Mazita, they say $500. ID 3. And then okay, let me see that you can actually see this. Let me go. 1,020 cents for Ozema. Then Obsada $400 for Obsada 7. So if we run this, we want to see that the fees has been paid. Okay, so if we select all from fees, okay, we can actually see that we have this here. So at the same time, we've actually have a know of the insert as well as the select statement. We can actually select specific fields. For example, if we want to select only name, excluding the ID number, name and surname, you can actually just select name, surname, then the student. Then from student, we actually see Lord Baron. Also in course, we can actually maybe select the course name only. So course name, I'm also actually changing this. Hope you are seeing this. Course name from course. Okay, okay. These are the courses that are being offered at this school. So you can actually update, want to run an update statement, want to maybe to update the fees for this particular student. Maybe he has paid another $500 or another 600. Let's say seven. Well, this is Ozema. So we can update. The syntax is update. Um, update table name, fees, update fees, set. So I want to set the amount to go to 1,000. Want to set the amount to 1,000. Where rate number for the student is equals to 7 because it is Ozema. So if we run this, we want to see that the 400 is going to change to 1,000. So we run update fish. So that's the syntax to run an update system. We say update fees, update table name, then the value that you want to change would set the value that you want to change. Then the criteria with the field, the particular row that you want to change. If we yeah, that's it. So if we say select all from fees, you can only say Ozema now is $1,000. That's Ozema. we can actually this we have run uh, a, a an update statement, and we're going to move on to delete. We can actually want to delete a particular record, delete from want to delete maybe this another student. Um, Actually, when you are trying to delete also when within the table that you have referential constraints, you cannot delete a child table uh, without first deleting the parent table. So if we try maybe to, let's say want to delete everything from fees, we see that we encounter sorry error and error delete from okay. We run delete from fees. That's the table. So, uh, okay, what error? You tried to update a table without where? Okay, all right. Let me see something here. Okay, all right, all right. So the complete way of you are using self-object mount and you try to so wanted to remove everything. So when we say where page number want to delete who maybe the student 7 or Roma goes to 7. I will try to do this. Okay, we deleted Ozema, but if we try to run as I said earlier, you cannot delete uh, from the parent uh, s- um, you cannot uh, delete from the parent. You cannot delete from the parent if there's a certain table that contains a child table that contains any particular record of the of that of that of of, in how can I put this? You cannot delete uh, from a parent uh, table like, let me put in this down. You cannot delete like if we say select all from select like you can say like select all from course right in coach with course with 7 right or Zema. So we cannot if we go to students and want to delete maybe let me run this thing delete uh from students this is going to fail where ID is equals to 7 because we want to delete students. It is going to fail because of the referential constraint. You cannot delete there cannot delete or update um, a parent row. So for us to delete the Ozema from the record, we must first delete him in any entries related with him in fees and also in students. So the in if you if you do that, then you can be able to delete Ozema in students. So we have deleted Ozema fees, like if we say want to check in the table fees, if we any page number, it's 7, select go from fees. So if want to check if there is Ozema, Ozema is page number 7. So in courses, want to delete Ozema. Also in courses, any course that he is registered, delete from course course where page num is equals to 7. So this is going to run successfully. So if we select on course, you can actually see that Ozema is not enrolled in any course. So if we try to delete this, we're going to delete Ozema in student table because there is no any record that is found in any of Ozema in child tables. So you can actually delete statement is if we select from students, we actually see that Ozema is no longer okay. Student 7 was who was 7? Oh, 7 was Opsad, not Ozema. I mean, yes, so I made a mistake. Uh that was because if we say want to check the ID also, can actually see that uh so Ozema, I was deleting the wrong person or this way the records of the wrong person or this way I thought I'm deleting the records for Ozema, whereas I was deleting the records for Hope Sada. Right, actually that's why you actually see uh you've actually seen that we have created a database, created tables, inserted into tables, run a delete statement, update statement, and that's it for the day. I hope you enjoy. I hope you subscribe to Computer Science Zimbabwe and also like and share. Thank you very much.